folks, this is General and this is episode 2 of Conclave. Hello world, here are the top news headlines handpicked from the geekosphere. Internet Explorer 8 touted as the world's most secure browser to date. Web hosting companies shift to cloud hosting. Is Dell copying Apple with its latest laptop series? And for our news segment, Geek of the Week, we have Dylan Combs. On March 19, 2009, Microsoft released the final version of Internet Explorer 8. Security experts say that the browser is the most secure to date. We have a full report from our tech correspondent, Gerardo Velasco of California, USA.
The big company Microsoft is claiming that its browser, Internet Explorer, is more secure against malware than the driver browsers from Mozilla and Google. While some of us might agree or disagree with Microsoft's claim, recent study done by the NSS Labs showed that Internet Explorer 8 catches most social malware, though its integrity is questionable as it was funded by Microsoft. So here's a quick look at some features that Internet Explorer 8 has released in terms of security and privacy features. Many features such as domain highlighting, which allows you to see the domain name on the page you're currently on to let you know what website you're actually on, which is supposed to make it easier to spot phishing websites. Another feature included in Internet Explorer 8 is a new smart screen filter which prevents websites from collecting personal information and also to prevent them from installing malware. One of the other features which have improved in Internet Explorer 8 is deleting the history, cookies, and so forth in the browser. You can now tell Internet Explorer 8 what to delete and also to prevent deleting any information such as cookies or saved web pages from your bookmarks. Now, while Microsoft has said that Internet Explorer 8 has surpassed the reliability and security against Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome, is the current security features really enough to protect against today's exploits and malware? If you notice, one of the new features included in the new Internet Explorer 8, which is a new in-private browsing that looks like a familiar feature in Google's Chrome incognito mode. While Microsoft also says that Internet Explorer 8 is one of the fastest browsers on the market today, beating other top browsers in page load time on almost 50% of the top 25 ComScore websites. But according to some geek testers such as myself, Internet Explorer 8 does beat Internet Explorer 7 speed. However, the reviewers haven't seen a noticeable difference between Internet Explorer 8 and Firefox, Internet Explorer's closest competitor. Has Internet Explorer 8 really passed security and reliability than most browsers, or has it barely caught up with the competition? While our answers are debatable, there is no doubt that it's the most secure browser Microsoft has ever released. Gerardo Velasco, tech correspondent, Ohio, California.
Many web hosting companies are in transition to offering a new hosting service called cloud hosting. Cloud hosting is a distributed hosting where access to computing hardware is instantly available. The service allows users to focus more on the development of their web application software than managing hardware. The major benefits of cloud hosting include scalability, high availability of hosting resources, and cost efficiency. A recent 3-day event called Web Hosting Day that was held at Brühl, Germany drew Europe-based web hosting companies. The conference was sponsored by companies such as Microsoft, Intel, AMD, Parallels, Intershon, A-Server, CloudMark, and the DELL Web Hosting blog. Cloud hosting was the major theme of the event and signaled the readiness of the web hosting industry to offer cloud hosting services to the general consumer market. Is it true that Dell tried to copy Apple's style with a new laptop model? Let's find out from our tech correspondent, Tom Maxwell from United Kingdom.
In this segment, we're going to be looking into the rather stylish new laptop from Dell, the Adamo. The Adamo is an incredibly thin notebook computer measuring at 0.65 inches at its thickest point. Dell say that this is the world's thinnest laptop, despite Apple still saying they hold the title with their MacBook Air. Many have said that this laptop will set a new standard for luxury PCs with its all-in-one aluminium housing, backlit keyboard, 13-inch display, and the option of a solid-state hard drive. Sound familiar? Well, I would forgive you for thinking that was the description for the MacBook Air. The two laptops have many similarities, and the optical drive is another example. Dell says it hopes to disrupt people's perceptions of computing and the identity associated with it by offering the first in a new range of luxurious, elegant PCs designed to compete with Apple's line of computers. Now for the geeky stuff. The base model of the Adamo has a Core 2 Duo SU9300 running at 1.2 GHz with 2 GB of RAM and a 128 solid-state hard drive. The graphics are taken care of by the Intel GS45 integrated graphics. Unlike the MacBook Air, which uses a more powerful NVIDIA 9400M, there will be 802.11b, G and N Wi-Fi, and the latest Bluetooth 2.1. 3G broadband will be available as an extra option, and of course the OS will be Vista. The Adamo comes in at just under $2,000. My opinion of the Adamo is that it's an underpowered PC version of the MacBook Air. It lacks the performance but is easy on the eyes. Tom Maxwell, Tech Correspondent, Yorkshire, United Kingdom.
This week's geek is Dylan Combs from dylan.combs.tv. So Dylan, tell us about yourself. What do you do as a geek?
Computer repair, business owner, entrepreneur, radio show host, internet and FM radio, video producer, blogger, product reviewer, and whatever else I need to be, I guess. If it's geeky, I've probably done it, doing it, or plan on doing it.
Also, are you happy to be a geek? Explain why.
Yes, because I've always liked technology ever since when I was a lot younger. Playing around with older, well at the time new, but now much older computers with older operating systems. It was just always fun to me, and now I get to do this. I get to do these videos and do my radio shows, which is kind of like half a talk show on technology, and I get to do things that I like to do for a living. That's nice. I do computer repair. I enjoy that too.
And who inspires you to do what you do as a geek today?
I mean, really, not a whole lot of people anymore. I mean, when I first started almost a year ago, I wanted to do something like what Chris Pirillo was doing and then put my own twist on it and do my own stuff. So I did that, and it just, it kind of took off. And at that time, it was the Windows Guru show over on Justin.tv. There was no recorded videos. It was just live streaming a few hours a day. And it's come a long way since.
Thank you, Dylan, and thanks for being Geek of the Week. Don't forget you can check out Dylan by going to dylan.combs.tv. This has been Bo. Thanks again.
If you have questions about this episode, feel free to write us at techconclave@gmail.com. You can also have a listen to our podcast, Tech Webcast, at techwebcast.info. Also, visit my blog at johnraul.com. Both blogs are powered by Top Hosting Center. On the other hand, the official Tech Conclave website is powered by HostCall. That completes today's episode of Tech Conclave. Join, subscribe, and watch our future episodes, and always remember, it's good to be a geek.